Hello everyone, welcome back to part 3 on how to graft an apple tree. Part 1 and 2 we talked a little bit about the knife, a little bit about the components, and making the 2 cuts to splice the tree together. Now we're going to show you how to finish that up and what to do with it once you're done with it. So we've got our 2 cuts made and we've got everything lined up. We've got good cambium contact here. Now you can see the scion is a little long. What I want to do is leave 3 to 5 buds. So I'm going to go ahead and clip that off. Okay. Now once we get that clipped off, we're going to tape it together. And what we've got here is nursery tape. And what this is, it's a lot like medical tape, but it's cotton. So that when we tape this up, this graft union up with this, what'll happen is over time this will rot and break down, so it won't girdle the tree. You can use other things, but I prefer the nursery tape. The purpose of this is to hold the graft union in place. Then we've got some paraffin wax. It's just a thin sheet of paraffin wax, and we'll use that to seal the graft union up, and we'll show you that in just a minute. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to cut me off a piece of this tape. And we're going to tape our graft together. And like I stated before, we're going to line up the one side here, and we're going to put our tape here, and we're going to slowly, making sure that that doesn't slip and we lose alignment with our cambium layer, we're going to slowly and snugly tape that up. Okay. Alright. We now have the graft union secured. Now, what we want to do next is we want to seal that up. And the reason we're going to seal that up is to keep it from drying out. That's the purpose. A lot of folks will use a grafting wax or a beeswax or some type of wax to do that. And that works good. But on this particular graft, I like using this paraffin. And it's not sticky, but once you stretch it onto itself, it'll stick. So what we're going to do, well, it says it'll stick. We want to get it going, get it started. And what I'm doing, I'm just stretching that a little snugly, and I'm going to wrap that up. Okay. So now our graft union is spliced together, held in place with the nursery tape, and sealed with the paraffin. That tree is grafted. Okay. So what do we do with it now? Well, we want to give this an opportunity to heal. And you can store it at 45 degrees for 5 to 7 weeks is what you want, in a dark, cool place. You can store them in the bottom drawer of your refrigerator in the crisper as long as they don't freeze. A crawl space, if it's dark and cool, what I do, I'll put this whole thing in this trash bag, wrap some damp paper cloths around the roots, keep them from drying out, seal that trash bag up good and tight, and put it in a crawl space, and I'll leave it. And once I get done with that, after that 5 to 7 weeks is up, then I'll put it into a nursery setting, either into a pot or into a bed, line out bed, just a small bed where I can keep an eye on it and see what happens. Now a lot of times these buds, when you get them out, some varieties after that 5 to 7 week period will already be broke. In other words, they'll already be leafed out, and that's fine. Sometimes it takes them a couple months before they pop out. Either way, I'm going to leave it in that nursery setting for 1 year. And then, well, after that year, I'm going to go in and make a head and pruning cut at about 36 to 48 inches tall. And then I'm going to move it to its final location, set it out, stake it, and hopefully it'll take off. Now, once it does take off, anything below that graft union, I want to keep pruned off once the tree's growing, because sometimes the rootstock's more vigorous than the scion, and it'll drain all the nutrients from the scion. One of these buds will become our central leader and take off, and we'll prune it accordingly to that. So that's how you graft an apple tree. It's a lot of fun to do. You stick two pieces of wood together and it turns into a tree that you get fruit off of. That's a very, very neat thing. But that's just something that I thought I would show. I hope you enjoy it. If you like what we're doing, subscribe to us, comment on our videos, let us know what you think one way or the other. But one grafted apple tree, it's ready to go. Just remember the key points I told you about. Give it a shot and go from there. Like I stated before, both the rootstock and the scion are dormant. We want to make sure we have good cambium contact, and then we want to let it heal, and then we won't put it in a nursery setting for a year, and then we'll set it out to where it needs to go. So, hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed something. Hope you learned something. The knife, the grafting knife, the paraffin wax, and the nursery tape are all available online. Handheld pruners, you need a set of them too. Those tools right there will get you what you need. So, folks, take care of yourself. We'll talk to you later.